Welcome back everyone. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you if you have a Google form like this and whenever Google form is submitted, if you want to send a WhatsApp message, how we're going to do it. So this is our Google form where we are collecting basic information like name, person's phone number, session time. This is a drop down based question. And then we have total number of attendees. And our goal is to send a WhatsApp message on this particular number whenever someone submits this form. And in that message, we want to include their name. We want to also send them what session time they have selected and what answer they have written here. So the very first thing which we need to do is we'll go to WABB, and in the WABB we will create one template. So we'll go to settings, and in the message templates we will create one template. It will be of utility type because this is a non-promotional message. Click on next, define the name as webinar. In the message we need to define the message. So let's say this is the message, and in this message we need to add those variables. So we have three variables: name, session time, and total number of attendees. So in WABB I have already created these variable. Where do we create variable? In the settings we go to user field and we click on user field, and here we create it. I have already created two: attendees and session. So let's go back to our flow builder. Here we will use those variable. First will be the full name. Since this is a system field, we don't need to create it separately in the settings. Session, so we have created one with the session, and other is attendees. So let's add those variables here. Once the variable is added, we need to provide sample values. So name could be my name, session could be morning session, and attendees could be, let's say, three. We need to click on create and then wait till the template is approved. So I have already created and got it approved. So once the template is approved, let's go to flows. Let's create a new flow. Let's call it confirmation message for Google form. Let's click on create and open. Let's click on send message. We will clicking on outside. Why? Because we are triggering this message. When you initiate a message from business side, in most cases it won't follow the 24-hour messaging window. So we'll click on outside and we will select that template. In our case, it is webinar. So our flow is ready. In this flow, as you can see, we have used three variables. Now let's go to automations. In the automations, let's click on webhooks. Let's create a new webhook. I'll call it Google form. Let's click on create. Once you create the Google form webhook, you will be getting this endpoint URL, which we now need to integrate in the Google form. So let me open the Google form admin panel. Let's click on these three more options. Let's go to app script. Once the app script is loaded, let it load completely. Here in the code, we will write the code. So let me just go and copy this code. You can get this code in the description of this video. Let's go back to Google form. Here, let's add that script. And in the first line, you can see paste webhook link here. So we need to copy the webhook URL from our WABB panel. This is just copy it from here. Let's go to app script. Let's paste this link here. Don't forget to save this. And then we need to go to give it a name. I'll call it WABB integration. Let's now click on triggers. I want this app script to run based on form submits. So let's click on add trigger, and here on form submit head, and here event type will be form submitted. Rest everything is fine. Let's click on save. It might take some time for the authentication, and as you can see, this is successfully done. So let's give it a final test. I'll go back to form and let me fill this form. Let me add the phone number. So I'll just write Session time, let me select morning session. Number of attendees, let me write 4, and I'll click on submit. So once we received one payload, we will just map the entry here. So first is WhatsApp number. This is the WhatsApp number. Second is we need to define the name out of payload. So says select the name. And then in the variable, in the template, we are using the two variables. These are the variables session and attendees. So let's update those. So we'll click on add new action, click on update custom field. Let's select the attendees, and in this I will add this payload. One more, I will add update custom field. Let me select session, and this will be the session payload. And in the last, I'll click on add new section, run flow, and finally we need to mention the flow which we want to trigger. So it was confirmation message for Google Form. This was the name. Once everything is done, we can just turn this toggle button here and put this webhook live. Okay, this webhook is now live. So let's give it a final test. Let's go back to the form. Let me add the name of the person. Let me add the person's phone number with the country code. Let's select the session time as afternoon. Let's select total number of attendees as um, 12. And finally, let's click on submit. Once this is done, let's go back to WABB and let's open the charts panel. And here in the charts, you will see all those variables are updated. First, we got the person's name, the person selected afternoon session, number of attendees, which was submitted as 12, and our flow is completed. So this is how we integrate our Google form with the WABB using webhook option. We define the webhook, we add the script in the Google form, and then finally we put it live. Hope you found this tutorial useful. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comment section. Thank you.